Hey y'all, I'm here to do a video on how to get the products that I use. I'm going to be talking about how to catch restocks, what are restocks, how do they work, and how can you get the products that I have or products from the companies that I support. So stay tuned if you are curious and interested in learning this information. Stay tuned. I support a number of Black-owned businesses that create handmade natural products, and these products are featured in my shower routine videos. And a lot of you have reached out to me asking me about certain products and how do you get them. A couple of people have said like they've gone to the website and everything is sold out, and that is not unusual. And I wanted to just talk to you all about how you can get the products, because to some it may seem complicated and kind of frustrating, and in some ways it can be at times, but if you know what you're doing, it no longer will be frustrating. Okay, so I'm gonna help you all out. I'm gonna try and make this video as easy to understand as I can, but feel free to ask questions if anything doesn't make sense to you. What is a restock? Due to the fact that the various brands and companies that I support, they make their products handmade, products are not always going to be on the site. For some of the bigger companies, you will see products left on their site for longer periods of time, and some companies you will only see products available to purchase on the day of restocks. And sometimes it might only be for a couple minutes, sometimes it might be for a couple hours, sometimes it might be the whole day, but it really just depends on what company it is and how big and how popular they are. For example, Salt.xo is a company that is very, very popular and very large at the moment, but it started off pretty small. When I started supporting Salt.xo, they had under 20,000 followers, and now they have over 100K. So back when I first started purchasing from this company, they were not working out of a warehouse. They now do. They were working out of a home. So even for like the 20,000 of us that were following this company, restocks were very, very difficult. Because for instance, let's say she made 10,000 bars and 20,000 people wanted it. The restock time might be 9 a.m. and the products might be sold out by 9:05. They might have sold out in 3 minutes, depending on, how much quantity and how many people were trying to purchase. And think about it. If, for instance, let's say 20,000 people were trying to get product and just one person bought like 5, 6, 7 items, and you think about more people doing that, products are going to sell out like this very quickly. Okay, now that they are a bigger company, they have a warehouse, they make more products at one time. There might be a restock date, typically like on a Friday around noon or so. They will typically do a restock, and their products might stay on the site for a week or two. They might have products on the website for a month because they just have grown so much. They can meet the demand, even though the demand is like even greater now. Now for the smaller companies that still have a big following, sometimes the instance I was just talking about with stuff selling out in minutes, sometimes it still happens. And it might not be all the products, but the products that are highly in demand, the products that everybody wants, those products still will sell out very, very quickly. So all that to say, to catch a restock, you need to know when the restock is, the date and time. Make sure you know what time zone they're in. Is it Eastern Standard Time? Is it Central Time? Is it Pacific? I'm on the East Coast, And most of the companies that I support are on the East Coast pretty much. So I don't have an issue with trying to figure out the different time zones. But just be mindful of that. If you are not on the East Coast, you're gonna have to figure out like, oh, are they an hour ahead? Are they an hour behind? Whatnot. That is very important. Also, another important thing is knowing what's going to be restocked. And to find out all this information, it's good to follow the companies, to be acquainted with their processes and whatnot, because each company is going to be different. Since I have supported these companies for a while, I kind of know the ins and outs of each company. But this is kind of like a hobby and an interest in me, so it doesn't bother me, and I enjoy learning about the companies. I enjoy knowing like, oh, you know, this brand has pretty much the same products each restock. This one changes products each restock. It's good to know these things because you're gonna be like, why do they not have what I want? Because they done switched it up. This company might not have the same products each restock. For example, ones that change it up fairly frequently will be Goddess of the Sea. Goddess of the Sea has staple products like the Yoni products, and yeah, pretty much like the Yoni products are, I would say 9 times out of 10 going to be on a restock, unless it's just like a product restock dedicated to men. Then you won't see the Yoni products. But for the most part, you can always catch her Yoni products. But the other specialty bars might switch. For example, they might have the oatmeal and honey one restock, and then the next one they might have the turmeric and charcoal bar. So the different ones switch. Another one, Divinely Rooted Skincare, their restock items change pretty much every restock. So if it's something you want, you need to get it when they have that restock, because you don't know when it's coming back. Though the products may, you know, circle around eventually, you don't know when, because some of them have so many products that they cannot create it each restock because it's handmade. Another company that switches it up would be Essential Roots. Essential Roots will offer different bars, different restocks, different products and whatnot. Companies that stay pretty consistent with their products would be Salt.xo. They pretty much have the same restock list each restock. You know, they might introduce a new product here and there, but generally you're gonna see the same items on the restock list. Also Zyontique, they're pretty consistent. They have a pretty consistent restock list. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it to those right now to not make it too complicated. Another thing to know is using Shop Pay, PayPal, or one of those services that you can use to kind of bypass the checkout process where you don't have to fill in all the information. If you are trying to catch a product that is in demand and you want to check out quickly, you need to use like PayPal. I'm a person that typically uses PayPal unless the company only offers Shop Pay during their checkout process. You can check out like this. You don't have to put in, you know, your address and your credit card information or whatnot. That will save you so much time. So much time. I promise you, when I first started purchasing natural products, sometimes everything would sell out by the time I was checking out because I wasn't using PayPal, and I didn't know that trick at that time, but now I do. I had to learn that real quick. That has got me so much product. Yeah, use that. Use that. I would just highly recommend you follow the companies. Like, if this is something you really want to be interested in, if it's something, products you want to use, just like anything in life, you want to do your research. And doing your research might be looking through their Instagram, you know, reading about them. Look at their website, read what's in their description, look at their policies and whatnot. That's how you learn. That's how you know what products they offer. And for me, how I purchase my product is by looking at the description. When they're saying they're like offering new products during a restock, I read the descriptions that they post. I learn about the products before I purchase them. I look at the ingredients that I know work for me. I look for my skin type, and I'm like, that product will probably work for me. Or if it's a product for my body, I'm like, do I like that scent? Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Also, something that just came to mind, I talked about, you know, the importance of knowing what's going to be on the restock. I would say know what you're going to purchase beforehand. Don't just be like, okay, I saw the restock list, I'm gonna figure it out during the restock time. No, you need to know in advance before the restock, like, I'm gonna get these items, I want to get 2 of these, and I want to get whatever 1 of these, and so you can keep the process moving. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I just want to make sure I covered everything. Let me think. Yeah, also you can always ask the companies, you know, questions. Feel free to reach out to them and ask them questions if you are curious about certain products or whatnot. Again, you can ask me if I have used the products, but I have not used everything, y'all. I have not used everything. I've used a lot over the last 2.5 years, but not everything. Also, I want to talk about the shipping policies. So, because these products are handmade, sometimes you're going to have to wait for the product. You can't just expect them to ship out the product the day that you order it. Sometimes you will not get a shipping notification until a week or 2 after, sometimes longer, depending on the company. Sometimes companies like Zyontique is really good for this, getting the product out very, very quickly. Sometimes Zyontique is like, if you order today, you will get your shipping notification today. It will ship today. A lot of times Zyontique will do restocks at 12 a.m. midnight, and typically their website's still open in the morning. So it's not like you really have to be up, you know, late at night, early in the morning. But because they do it at midnight, they are prepping overnight and they get that product out to you the next day. Typically it's Thursday at midnight, Friday morning. So Friday they'll ship it and you will have your products next week. I love Zyontique for that. I love that. But not all companies are like that. And Zyontique does not do that every single restock. But shout out to them because they have done that in the past. Companies like Divinely Rooted Skincare will take a little longer, and they put that in their shipping policy. So you need to know that, like, you will not probably get your product for a month. Sometimes it's a little over a month. So, you know, don't be worried if your product is not at your doorstep like in a couple of days. Sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes you'll have it right away. But again, that's why you need to know about the companies. The products are worth it. Don't get me wrong, they're worth it, but you need to know this stuff in advance so you're not worried. I hope this doesn't scare you all from purchasing. This is just, I wanted to put this out. I've been wanting to say this for a while, so you guys can get your hands on the products that I have. And that was something else I wanted to mention. Because sometimes the products change, and sometimes products are seasonal for the companies. Sometimes you're like, why does she have this and I've never seen this product offered? Sometimes companies will offer a product and never bring it back. Sometimes they offer it, like I said, Divinely Rooted Skincare and Goddess of the Sea, they'll switch it up every couple restocks. But typically they bring back certain ones, especially the ones that are very popular that people love. And I try to do my shower routine videos with stuff that can be found, but sometimes you will see me use a product that you might not be able to get your hands on. And I am sorry for that, but you know, in the future, y'all might get products that I might not ever be able to get. Yeah, and again, I get products that work for me. I'm very big on that. Like, I don't just purchase random products. No, I know what scents I like. I know what natural ingredients I like and whatnot. Sometimes, you know, I'll try new things, but now that I know my skin better, I stick to what I like. Yeah, so one thing I forgot to mention is Not only should you follow the companies on Instagram, or if you don't have an Instagram, what you can do is go to the websites of the companies and subscribe to their mailing list. They will send out restock information in advance, so you know the restock list. They will be sent to your email. So if you don't have an Instagram and you're not trying to go that route, you can go to their websites and subscribe, and you will be in the know via email. Yep, just wanted to mention that. I think I covered everything. I hope I did. But please support these Black-owned businesses. You will not regret it. This may seem difficult, but you know, Dove is readily available, but I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Okay? I don't. Dove is canceled. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something, and I hope you are able to secure some natural products. And be on the lookout for a video coming to you very soon. It's going to be a list of the natural Black-owned skincare companies that I've supported in the past, and I'm going to drop my favorite products that I've purchased from them. So be on the lookout for that. All right, thanks for watching. Love you guys.